Hey peeps, welcome back to Elizabeth Taylor Memorabilia, and today, what's in the celebrity box? Let's take a peek and find out. A wonderful item here. Look at this wonderful item. Owned by Elizabeth Taylor. Used to sit in her living room on the bookshelf. So we'll have a final look at this wonderful item, and we'll talk about its provenance and some other bits and bobs. So let's get into today's little horsey. This item is a Tang Dynasty style polygrammatic hand-painted clay horse. It is marked on the underside Peking, China, April 1984, and it measures 9 by 7.5 inches by 3 inches. The Tang Dynasty was an imperial dynasty of China from 618 to 907 CE. It succeeded the Sui dynasty and soon developed a successful form of administrative government. It was the golden age of poetry, sculpture, and Buddhism. In this context, CE being abbreviation for Common Era, it is the secular alternative to BC AD. During this period of power, horses were considered quite special due to the fact that they were the tool and the method used to power the Tang military and were the reflection of the era and status of the time. The horse was listed as Lot 240 and being the property from the lifestyle of Elizabeth Taylor at an auction on the 6th of December 2019 by Julian's Auction House. When sourcing additional information about this decorative horse, I spoke with Tim Mendelsohn, who was personal assistant to Elizabeth Taylor for over 20 years. Tim told me that all he knows about the history of this piece is that it sat on a shelf in Elizabeth's living room for the entire time he worked for her. It may have been a gift, but in any case, he said, Elizabeth certainly valued it and gave it a place, or an important place, in her home. On closer inspection, the item does appear to have been damaged at some point. Tim said he wouldn't be surprised, he said, if Elizabeth had glued it back together herself. It is said that an authentic Tang Dynasty style clay horse would convey rich harnessing and saddle and look every bit as proud, handsome and powerful as the dynasty it was part of. Authenticity in the detailing, the overall strength of posture and in the animal itself, and of course the colouring. Pictured here are several original examples of Tang Dynasty horses which can be viewed as a comparison to the one Elizabeth Taylor once owned. Is there a likeness to the real thing? I wonder. One thing that we need to demystify here is the Chinese rein marks, if there are any. If you notice, just behind the saddle on the lower back, we can faintly see what is made out to be some kind of rein mark. A rein mark usually indicates the dynasty of the reign of the emperor of which the piece was made. It usually comprises of 4 or 6 Chinese characters. So, I am left here to wonder whether Elizabeth would entertain the idea of a replica or whether this is the real deal. And if you're out there and you know anything about Chinese rein marks, or you've got any information that you can share with me about this wonderful Tang Dynasty style clay horse, send me a message and I'd love to hear from you. But isn't she beautiful? Isn't she a wonderful little horsey? So there you have it, peeps. No horsing around today. What a wonderful crafted item. And of course, Elizabeth Taylor loved horses in her childhood, in her adulthood. They were one of her favourite animals. How wonderful it is to see something that embraced her lifestyle. Thanks for joining me again today, and I hope to see you in the next video.